For me, the starting point for everything is when we saw uptick in geopolitical tensions, especially when there was stir in Middle East. Now let's go back to that data and look at where we stand and how India has done, and within India how the individual components have moved, which is large cap versus small cap versus mid cap. Now this is market for you. Now this is how Nifty has moved, but can we start with the world, please? We'll get into Nifty gainers really later on, because that is not what we want to establish right at the beginning of a trend which we're trying to establish. The point I'm trying to just ensure and perhaps bring out here is that from 22nd of September, the world is not a bad place, both in terms of the levels and also in terms of the action and the reaction. So things are looking calm, things are looking settled, there is no panic in the world, there is nothing which really could be called as a very large headwind. So we may stop falling, which it appears if one looks at the global setup. FI selling is there, but it is not scary, which is getting counterbalanced by DI buying. The markets have now moved from what could be called as technicals and flows to earnings now. The month of October would be very different from the month of September, because it's all about news, it's all about data. And I think next couple of weeks now, it may not be about global cues, it may not really be about the technical so much, so to speak, but it really will be about earnings, individual reaction, management commentary, update from the festival season. But the good thing for me is the fact that markets have stopped falling. The volatility will not get crushed. You will have to live with volatility. But when you stop falling, then you may move into what could be called as sideways price action or time-wise price correction.
There comes a time when your heart calls for you to arise. Plant your feet solid into the ground. Decide your own limits. And then break right through them. Become something more. It's my time to rise.